I think I probably had back, in fairness, double the initial investment every month for the last 5 or 6 months, I would say.
The Cayman Legacy is an intense, bespoke and unparalleled mentorship process with you and a handful of other seriously motivated, inspired and committed property investors.
In 20 odd years in business, I've never had so much concentrated focus on my business for one period of time.
You are immersed for a whole week in a thoroughly inspiring and intensive process.
I like the concept as it was described. I've got a lot of boardroom experience myself for 20 years, and it was described to me as effectively a board meeting on our business for a whole day, surrounded by property experts who were bigger, more successful, wealthier and better at it than I was.
I think the extra benefit of having it in the Cayman Islands is the setting. It is more inspirational.
It's really about the kind of mindset that you get when you're in a location like this.
I've been quite a good goal setter anyway, but having not had a wealthy business partner and doing the work yourself, you know what you're capable of yourself, you know what's in your bank, you know what income you've got, and you know what you can do as a couple or as a family, you know what you can do in the next 12 months. You don't anticipate necessarily adding the wealth of somebody else to that equation. And so to think that in a year we could buy, say, 6 or 10, but then to add somebody else's wealth, and that could be 16 or 20, it takes you to another level, and it does make you realise that there is, you know, much more that's potentially out there.
For anyone thinking about doing the Cayman Legacy and thinking about how much it might cost them, just have a think about how much it might cost you not to do this.
As a result of Cayman, we partnered up with Dave Ravenscroft, and the target there was to buy 20 single lets or HMOs, and so far we're 8 into that process. We're just having a little kind of rest recalibration before we carry on the buying process, and so yeah, definitely we've come into yeah, well I think we're both pleased. I've got no reason to believe he's not, but yeah, it's going really, really well. £638,000 worth of property in a handful of months is some going, and we're not quite halfway through the target of the first goal yet.
Just do it, because you will not believe the benefits you get from it.
In value in properties that we've done as a joint venture since Cayman, £638,000 worth of property assets, purchases at purchase price, and a gross income of £5,785 since Cayman. Total portfolio now is 22, I think, just under 2 million in value.
You will guaranteed get people who are inspirational to you, multi-millionaires who you can learn from and soak like a sponge.
Somebody who'd not been to Cayman, who was kind of sitting on the fence, I think my advice would be, you don't know what you don't know ultimately. We didn't know before we got there, well, we didn't know any of the people really, truly, other than we'd met Rob and Mark briefly, and now feel that I kind of got a direct line to them, should I need it, and I have done, and I have used that. And you don't know what you don't know either. I thought it was quite a big old investment before it went, and it is. But that investment I've had back every single month since being in Cayman, I think. And I wouldn't have expected to have made such great friends and contacts out of it as well. I think the people that we've met there, I would generally say I count as friends, even though we don't go around to each other's house every week for a cup of coffee. So yeah, I'd say that's kind of, it has exploded my limiting beliefs actually, and I really enjoyed it to the degree that I'm going back.